Of course, this week's school shooting in Minnesota has renewed calls for gun reform, and there's turmoil at the CDC.
CBS News Justice Correspondent Scott Macfarlane joins us now with the latest on the investigation into that school shooting. We'll start with that, Scott.
Yeah, they're trying to go through voluminous writings from this shooter to get to the motive and what level of plotting and planning went down. You know, it was about a year ago. There was that assassination attempt against President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. That shooter was killed by return fire, and that investigation has been difficult in so many ways because there wasn't a lot of material to go through. This one seems quite different for Robin Westman. There's a lot to go through and a lot of investigators getting after it, but what police have said is clear is that there's no co-conspirator, no accomplice in this case, so the investigation really now is into the why, not the who or who else.
And we know that that shooting is being investigated as a hate crime. And let me ask you, we of course have dealt with a mass shooting here, unfortunately, with the Tops on Jefferson Avenue there several years ago that a lot of people still, of course, have been impacted from. And there have been calls here for gun reform. What are you hearing from the state of Minnesota and also in Washington, D.C. on that?
And Minnesota has a red flag law, one of those laws where you can go to court to have somebody's guns taken from him or her if there's proof that he or she is a danger to him or herself or to others. That law was not executed here. Nobody raised the red flag for Robin Westman. I'll tell you, federal gun control legislation is plentiful, but it's not going anywhere in a stalemated Congress where there's been no consensus on what to do about gun rights and gun protection. But I'll tell you this, though. It is becoming clear to the FBI that these mass shooters seem to have one piece of connective tissue with each other, that they are aware of previous mass shootings, Tops and others, and seem to be either trying to top the previous mass shooting or emulate other mass shootings, and that is of grave concern to investigators and to public safety.
Let's move to the CDC. Lots of changes at the top of the CDC. We know there is now a new director that has been appointed. Can you go through the past few days? Because there's been a lot of different reporting on she's in, she's out, she's in, now she's out as the top dog there. And who else has really left?
The CDC director, Susan Monarez, less than a month after taking the post, has been fired now by the president. At first, when she was asked to leave or resign, she was getting lawyers and challenging, saying, I can only be fired by the president. Well, the White House says she's now been fired by the president. There's a new interim leader at the CDC. His name is Jim O'Neill. He's been there for some time. He may just be a temporary placeholder. They may have to find somebody new. But it's not just that one firing. There have been other resignations of other top officials at the CDC who say that what's happening there is unacceptable, not based in science. It's based in politics. It's unproven and putting the public in danger. That's the defining difference here. There's so many controversies going on at once in this administration, but this CDC one, according to those involved, could be a public danger if not fixed.
All right, CBS News Justice Correspondent Scott Macfarlane, thank you for the time. We know that you will be tracking the very latest, and we look forward to seeing you tonight on the CBS Evening News.